Hey Links family, so great to be able to connect with you at the end of this first month of 2021. What an amazing start to the year that it's already been. So last year, at the beginning of the year, not knowing what we were about to face, I felt so strongly God speak to me from the chapter in Genesis where Isaac is told to sow. The beginning of the chapter says that it was a time of famine. It doesn't make any sense to sow your seed in a time of famine, and yet he did what went against his better nature in obedience to God, and he received 100-fold return. I want to give testimony to the glory of God, of what he did for us in 2020. Well, we saw him move powerfully on our behalf in Links International and in the lives of our partners around the world, and through our appeals and your generosity, we were able to see thousands and thousands of families fed and looked after, and communities helped, and sensitization programs against the spread of COVID, new communities opening up, many new churches being planted, all because of your faithfulness. And I started out at the beginning of the year, and I really felt God speak to me from this psalm. Psalm 126 verse 5 to 6 says this: "Those who sow their tears as seeds will reap a harvest with joyful shouts of glee. They may weep as they go out carrying their seed to sow, but they will return with joyful laughter and shouting with gladness as they bring back armloads of blessing and a harvest overflowing." That's from the Passion Translation of the Bible. And I love this idea that in the midst of tears and in the midst of difficult moments, that God is on the move and that God is going to bring out something beautiful from this season. And when I felt God speak to me from that scripture at the beginning of the year, little did I know that the next 2 weeks were going to be so painful. Starting out with the death of our very close friend Herbert in Uganda, and then followed by deaths of family members and very close friends in Colombia. It has been an incredibly difficult and painful start to the year, and yet God has been present in those moments. He's been there alongside us as we have wept and as we have mourned and as we have walked through those difficult times. I'm sure, like me, if you're connecting with this in the northern hemisphere of the world, we are in our winter season right now, and we look outside and it looks cold and it looks dark and it looks we're surrounded by what seems to be death and little activity. And here in the United Kingdom, we are in a lockdown as well at the moment, and it can look like there's nothing going on. And yet this is the time of the year where there is more going on beneath the surface, where there's things germinating in the ground like never before. And I believe that God is moving powerfully right now in this moment. And I believe that as we step into this year, God is going to do incredible things. And weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So I want to give testimony to the fact that also in Links International, we started out the beginning of this year and we received an incredible blessing, a surprise donation that we didn't know that it was coming, but yet God knew. And in the middle of that darkness and that difficult moment, there's also been armloads of blessing that have been coming on the scene as well. You might feel like you're in the night season right now. You might feel like it's winter. You might feel like there's a lot of tears. You might feel like there is a blanket of grief. But I want to tell you, spring is on the way. God is on the move. And I felt God say very clearly for us in this year that a watchword for us is take heart. Jesus says this word throughout the Gospels. In John chapter 16, he says, "Be of good courage. Do not be afraid. In this world you'll have trouble, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." The Greek word is the word phaseo, and it means it's a very pictorial word, and it means to put your shoulders back, to lift up your head, to take a deep breath, to puff out your chest, and to know that it's translated as be courageous, as be full of joy. There's this correlation between strength and joy. And I believe that as we go into this year, God is saying, come on, my people, take courage. I'm about to do some great things. So on behalf of our partners around the world who you are joining with us to impact, we want to say thank you so much. Let's keep on confronting poverty. Let's keep on creating potential. Let's keep on connecting people. And may 2021 be the best year yet. God bless you. See you again soon.